What do you think is a kind of a necessary improvement, or maybe something more digital, how we can grow the industry? What do you think is the next step in the music industry, specifically on media composers?
Everyone should look into the AI, of course. And then you can see it as a threat, but also as a tool. I know that a lot of media composers are very interested in everything AI is, and so that's why we had this event last week, and we invited speakers to talk about AI, and there was this discussion going on about it's going to steal my work. On the other hand, but other composers said, well, let me learn how to use these tools and then use it in my work.
Are you afraid of AI? Do you think it's scary for music composers?
No.
Me neither.
No. Yeah, no. I think I heard one argument. Yeah. That as a composer, you have a lot of jobs and you can do commercial stuff, but also more like artistic jobs you have. And then you can use AI to kickstart you for this commercial stuff, and then have more time for this artistic approach for a film, or for example. Otherwise, you're 24 hours in the studio, and you can use AI for just the simple jobs.
Yeah,
that was one argument. On the other hand,
I do like that. I think it has always been part of this world where jobs got taken over. I'm happy that I don't need to make time to get my food from the forest, No. So that means it's like, oh, okay, but shouldn't you be able to? We live in a society we don't, meaning that I win a lot of time by not investing into hunting and all this stuff. So, And the same thing, I can run a game company and a music company because of a lot of automation.
Yeah.
And I think it's just another step. It's not that we definitely have to rethink, this is not necessary anymore, but it means that we can actually be more creative.
Yeah.
So I think we come into a new phase where we say, okay, but this is already taken care of. These building blocks, these fundaments, normally took us hours, days, weeks, maybe even years. Now we don't have to think about that. So we can shift our consciousness almost into being busy with the next creative phase. So I think it's exciting.
But what if a client, like the director or a producer for a short film, doesn't even go to a composer anymore to create a score for the short film, and
that's what people are afraid of. Huh?
Yeah, that's the other argument.
Yeah, you definitely need to keep things in check.
Yeah.
So I think you have to have a close eye on what the developments are, and sure, I think there will always be, even if you want to see it in that case, some sort of music supervisor, somebody that knows the music.
Exactly.
So even though if there needs to be some help, and then first of all, people think, oh, then I'm just a consultant, a music supervisor to the AI, which is in a sense already happening. Like if you have Beethoven or Mozart, then they probably use all the tools like Ableton and have real time playback and stuff. Maybe using Max for Live or Cubase, like all the new features, because they need to write it out and then play it and then delete it. And so inconvenient if I think about it. And then you say, but that's not the same as AI. Yeah, it's innovation. So
it's innovation. Like I started with a drum computer and then later synthesizers, or the other way around.
So you're not afraid.
No, but when I read the newsletter and I read about all those scientists that are afraid, then I'll go, okay, but you know everything about this.
Hey there, I appreciate you watching the video. If you like this one, check out this video or that video. And if you want to support the channel, make sure to click on top of my head on the logo and subscribe to the channel.